Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Community Unit School District 300 Board of Education, I'd like to thank you for being in attendance both virtually and in person for tonight's board meeting. At this time, we would like to reconvene the meeting of the Community Unit School District 300 Board of Education to order for Tuesday, September 10th, 2024. Madam Secretary, please take the roll.
Burkett, present. Fiorentino. Lamarca.
Present.
McKindy.
Present.
Scarpino. Thomas.
Present.
Zettler.
Present.
You have 5 board members present.
Dr. Smith.
At this time, I'd like to invite Principal Pam Hill from Gulfview Elementary School and her students to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Parents and other family members, please feel free to come up and take photos behind this front row of your students.
You can come all the way up if you want, guys, right behind this front row.
All right, good evening, Superintendent Smith and the board. I am excited to be here tonight and introduce to you Los Líderes Lagartos, or our Gator leaders. Los Líderes Lagartos serve the Gulfview community in 3 main ways: as ambassadors, as student advisors, and as leaders to other students. These students were selected for this honor through a rigorous nomination and interview process. Throughout the year, Los Líderes Lagartos will serve as leaders to our younger students and help model expected behaviors throughout the school, usher students during assemblies, welcome our new students, and provide a student voice into the school processes. I am excited to present to you our inaugural group of Líderos Lagartos to represent Gulfview Elementary in our 65th anniversary year and to District 300 for years to come. So the honorees that we have here tonight: Alexandra Bravo Colleen, Julian Collin, Alina Cortez, Leonel Cortez, Jesse Escobar, Raymond Espinoza, Ella Ramirez, Dion Salas, Maggie Valdivia, and Annalie Vasquez. So, community, if you could please join us and rise to say the pledge. Students, if we could turn around. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
I'd like to make this a point of privilege. This Gulfview is my adopted school. I'm very proud to have you guys here as the first group this year. But parents, you're all welcome to leave. You do not have to stay for the rest of the meeting if you don't want to. But thank you so much for bringing your kids, and it was great to see them all. Dear District 300 community members, for those of you who have watched our board meetings both in person and over the internet, you will remember that we have rules of decorum. These rules serve a purpose so we as a board can have a meaningful and productive board meeting. In order for this to occur, decorum must be maintained. The following are the rules of decorum. 1, there is no need for anyone to call out comments during our meeting or to raise their voices, nor to interrupt another speaker or presenter. We as a board will listen to you and be respectful. We will consider your comments but will not dialogue or engage with speakers in this forum. Board members may choose to discuss matters brought up during public comment during board discussion. However, I need to remind everyone that this would be a board discussion and the board will not dialogue or engage with anyone other than the superintendent and other board members. I ask you to please be respectful, civil, and courteous during our meeting. Excuse me. Number 2, if a person chooses to be disruptive, I will gavel the person and ask them to please stop their disruptive behavior. Additionally, our district safety officer or his agent may warn them that if they choose to continue their disruptive behavior, additional consequences will be forthcoming. 3, if a person chooses to continue to be disruptive and not follow the rules, they will be removed from our meeting. This action is a direct result of the person's choice to be disruptive. We as a board will respectfully listen to each speaker. Just because we didn't vote the way some wanted us to does not mean we didn't listen or take into consideration what you had to say. Also, please remember we all learn differently, so some of us take notes during presentations and therefore take our eyes off the speaker. It doesn't mean we are not listening. In our effort to accommodate more seating in our boardroom, we respectfully request that the audience remain in their seats throughout the duration of the meeting with the exception of using the restroom or speaking at the podium. Finally, I want to thank you in advance for your cooperation. The board and I look forward to a meaningful and productive meeting. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I'm a newbie. So, item 5, approval of the agenda. There has been a change to the agenda. We're not going to have a second closed session. It's been removed. May I have a motion to approve the agenda as amended?
So moved.
Second.
Madam Secretary, please take the roll.
Lamarca,
Aye.
Thomas,
Aye.
McKindy,
Aye.
Burkett, aye. Zettler.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0.
And I've been informed that there is no public participation this evening.
Recognition.
I'm sorry?
Recognition, 6.
Oh, number 6, okay. I'm so confused. Okay, back to Dr. Smith.
For tonight's student recognition, I'd like to invite Alex Fisher, District 300 Special Olympics track and field coach from Jacobs High School, to introduce the qualifying athletes for the 2024 Special Olympics Illinois Summer Games.
Hello, everyone. I just want to give a few thank yous. Thank you to Dr. Smith and to the board for all of your support, for the D300 administrative team for showing up in person, and for always emailing support, for our social media support, as well for our athletes, for our coaches, for all of our stakeholders. I want to say thank you to Dr. Testoni for being here, along with Jason Giles and Debbie Bello for always supporting, giving facilities and time and space to our athletic programs. Thank you to the Algonquin Police Department for being here tonight, for supporting us in our practices, as well as our social media support, and for the Torch Run Special Olympics fundraiser efforts, especially for Chief Walker. Thank you for all of your support and for your help. Thank you to our wonderful parents for driving our athletes to and from practices. And most importantly, thank you to our athletes every day for being a model of effort, enthusiasm, and positive energy. You're an example to me and to all of us of what it means to be a student athlete and to be a great human being. Tonight, I'd like to individually acknowledge our 3 athletes that qualified for the summer games at Illinois State University. Mason Hager, please wave your hand. David Heitman, please wave your hand. And Will Petro. Thank you very much.
Okay. Oh, we're going up. Staying up here or going back? All right, go back.
No, that's fine. Thank you. Okay, now I'm back on track, I believe. There is
Okay.
no public,
I have one more recognition.
oh, you do? I'm so sorry.
For tonight's
I'm not back
staff
on track.
recognition, we'll be celebrating IT Professionals Day. On Tuesday, September 17th, District 300 recognizes IT Professionals Day, an opportunity to thank our dedicated information technology staff members for their contributions to our district. These team members play a crucial role in ensuring that students, teachers, and staff have the tools and support they need to be successful. In addition, they keep our systems running smoothly, resolve issues promptly, and protect our data. On behalf of District 300, please join me in thanking our incredible tech team members this IT Professionals Day. Back to you.
Okay, thanks. My husband would be very disappointed in me. He's in IT, so. There's no public participation this evening, so we're going to go to Section 8, Board Announcements, Good News.
District 300 receives Certificate of Excellence in Financial Reporting. District 300 has once again received a Certificate of Excellence in Financial Reporting from the Association of School Business Officials International, also known as ASBO. The certificate reflects the district's commitment to transparency and high-quality financial reporting for the fiscal year that ended in 2023. This is the 17th consecutive year District 300 has received the certificate. Congratulations to Chief Financial Officer Jennifer Porter and the finance team for this continued achievement.
Summer internships provide District 300 students with work experience. Over the summer, more than 30 District 300 students gained work experience through local internships. Student interns were placed at Advocate Hospitals in Barrington and Elgin, AFC Materials Group in Lake in the Hills, and other locations. Pictured here, you will see students enrolled in the Hanover Township First Responder Internship Program. Overall, the entire group of interns earned nearly $45,000 this summer, with 8 students also receiving high school credit. District 300 would like to thank the Alignment Collaborative for Education in assisting with internship placements, as well as the intern host sites.
About 180 students from District 300 benefited from Project Backpack 2024, an event that took place at Elgin Community College last month. Families that attended Project Backpack were able to receive a variety of resources from the new school year, including backpacks filled with school supplies for their students. The Spanish television network Telemundo covered the event and interviewed a District 300 family. That family is pictured here. District 300 thanks ECC for hosting this important event.
Recently, community leaders recently attended a welcome reception for new District 300 Superintendent Dr. Martina Smith. During the reception, Dr. Smith discussed the importance of strengthening partnerships and how that can benefit our community. The reception was also intended to enhance two-way communication with attendees and the groups they represented. Thank you to the over 20 organizations for attending the event.
Item 9, Superintendent Report, Dr. Smith.
At this time, if I could have Mrs. Patty Schmidt come up to the podium as she will speak to us about our first strategic plan update of the school year.
Good evening, Superintendent Smith and esteemed board members. It is my pleasure to be here tonight to present to you a comprehensive overview of the District 300 strategic plan. We are currently in the 3rd year of our ambitious 5-year strategic initiative. This plan is structured around 5 key goal areas, each designed to propel our district forward. Goal 1, developing the whole child. Goal 2, ensuring individual student growth and achievement. Goal 3, developing and retaining great staff. Goal 4, engaging all stakeholders. And Goal 5, using district resources equitably and efficiently. Each of these goals is supported by a series of targeted strategies carefully crafted to maintain our focus and drive progress towards our objectives. This strategic framework serves as our roadmap, guiding our efforts to create an educational environment that is not only academically rigorous, but also holistic, inclusive, and responsive to the needs of our entire school community. To bring these goals to life, we've established dedicated teams for each strategy. These teams have developed specific action items to achieve their respective strategies. Let me highlight some of the key initiatives currently underway in each of the goal areas. On Goal 1, Developing the Whole Child, they are currently focused on the strategy of strengthening the district-wide, multi-tiered behavior and academic systems of support, developing ways to evaluate and monitor student and staff cultural proficiencies, as well as strengthening safety training of students, staff, and also throughout the district facilities. The key initiatives in this area are listed on the screen under Goal 1. We continue to develop and implement systematic approaches to building level attendance teams. The initial focus last year led to 26 of our schools with a decrease in chronic absenteeism for the 23-24 school year. Those decreases ranged from 0.7% to 11.5% in 1 year. The next item under Goal 1 is tiered fidelity assessments. Student incidents continue to be higher than in previous years. The team has been meeting with principals and building level teams around the fidelity of implementation of each school's MTSS behavior systems. Currently, we have a goal of reaching 100% of our schools being at 80% or better of their implementation process measured by the tiered fidelity inventory. The student belonging inventory is also under Goal 1, and it is set to be conducted 3 different times throughout this school year, and we're committed to monitoring various aspects of the whole child, including a student's sense of belonging within the school system. Superintendent Smith looks forward to reviewing the results of this opportunity for students to provide their voice into District 300 programming. Additionally, we are advancing our efforts in restorative practices training, which is included for all staff members to facilitate genuine conversations across all groups. The academic MTSS goals, which used to be living under Goal 2, are now under Goal 1 as they incorporate the entire child as well. The current focus is on enhancing our systems and providing a progress monitoring tool to indicate if the interventions currently being administered are in fact working for each of our students. We are in the beginning stages also of working on a pilot program within a few schools of an app for phones called Crisis Go that address communication during safety events. We are excited to gather information from various stakeholders as we strengthen our partnerships around the safety of students and staff. Under the area of Goal 2, which is ensuring individual student growth and achievement, we're focusing on the following strategies: to improve Tier 1 and Tier 2 instruction with fidelity to meet the needs of all students in math and English language arts, as well as strengthening early college experiences and credit options for all high school students. Under these key areas, a few items that we're working towards is continuing to focus on the science of reading and the fidelity of implementation of the new materials. As a result of this focused work, we anticipate seeing several schools exceed their growth goals for the 23-24 school year when the state releases the report card data in November. In response to the student belonging survey results mentioned in Goal 1, our curriculum teams are initiating the development of a comprehensive framework. This framework will be used to evaluate text selections during the material review processes, ensuring our educational resources align with our district goals. In the math department, we continue to work within the framework of math discourse and math workshop models. This year, we're moving from the learning phase of these to the planning for implementation phases. We are excited to continue tackling this very important work. By implementing the academic strategies previously discussed, we continue to emphasize the importance of rigorous Tier 1 instruction through the PLC process, which benefits all students regardless of their specific group affiliations. We are currently also in Year 2 of implementing the School Links platform to align with our state directives regarding college and career readiness indicators. Through the School Links program, we're also able to monitor what industries students are most interested in for potential careers. This helps students and families create an individualized roadmap to serve each student's unique skills, interests, and goals for the future. Moving on to goal 3, which is developing and retaining our great staff. Some of our key strategies here are to increase strategic practices to attract highly qualified and diverse staff, to improve positive working relationships with all employee groups, and developing a comprehensive, differentiated PD plan. Some of the key areas we're continuing to work on are this day interviews, which were completed at the end of last year to find out why people want to stay in District 300 as their employer. We found out many great things here, and we'll be utilizing that in order to help guide our marketing strategies for future employees. We also continue to explore various research models of teacher effectiveness and various ways that we might be able to incorporate those models in District 300. The staff morale survey data continues to be reviewed from previous years, and we look forward to providing future opportunities for staff members to have their voices heard regarding the PLCs, strengthening partnerships, and student voice initiatives. The Professional Development Department will begin work with a district-wide professional development team as they develop a carefully curated PD platform with learning opportunities for each employee group to grow within their distinct role within District 300. We are excited to see the work of this group during the 24-25 school year grow. Under the area of Goal 4, which is focusing on engaging all stakeholders, and the strategies for this goal are the following. To improve the efficacy of two-way communication efforts and to improve the effectiveness of communication systems, plans, and processes. Some of the key initiatives listed under Goal 4 are the following. Stakeholder meetings. Our district is dedicated to strengthening community partnerships. This summer, we hosted a successful welcome reception for Dr. Smith, attended by key partners, including community libraries, chambers of commerce, emergency services, park districts, faith-based organizations, legislators, local departments, Boys and Girls Club of Dundee Township, the D300 Food Pantry, and Elgin Community College. Dr. Smith and district administration have also met with legislators to enhance collaboration. We look forward to the upcoming IASB meeting and will continue engaging with our leadership council and parent groups throughout the year. We had a back-to-school awareness campaign. Last May, the district launched the proactive communication efforts for the 24-25 school year by informing parents in advance about important back-to-school messaging. Each of these messages provided important back-to-school information, and it allowed the district to run this social media campaign alongside these communications. We also have the communication plan development. Last year, the district improved their winter weather communications by introducing a winter weather watch message to give parents early warnings about potential weather events. We also created infographics to help parents better understand key procedures. This year, we're refining that plan further, so we are also focusing on improving our crisis and safety communications, as well as our calendar and event communications. Two more initiatives under Goal 4 area. The website redesign. The district is redesigning its website to make it easier for all stakeholders to stay informed about district and school events. Under the student voice area, one of Dr. Smith's main priorities is amplifying student voice to improve student outcomes. At our last board meeting, we showcased a video featuring District 300 students offering advice for the school year. Moving forward, we will continue to highlight student voices when practical. Goal 5 is focused on using district resources equitably and efficiently, and the strategies for this goal include strengthening district-wide programs and resources through an efficiency lens. The main initiative in this goal is the master facility plan and all that goes with it, which the board will receive as a detailed update in the next board meeting in September. These action items represent the tangible steps that we're taking to turn our strategic vision into a reality. They demonstrate our commitment to continuous improvement and our dedication to providing the best possible educational experience for our students. As we wrap up the high-level overview, I want to close with a few celebrations highlighting the progress of the work already accomplished. In Goal 1, as a result of focusing on attendance through a systematic tiered approach in the schools, District 300 saw a 4% decrease in chronic absenteeism as measured by our internal indicators. The official state report card data will be released later in this year, and as you can see, we are well on our way to exceeding our goals for the 5-year strategic plan. In Goal 2, we want to highlight, as a result of our work of strengthening our Tier 1 and Tier 2 instruction in reading, early indicators point to a 4.7% increase in grades 3 through 8 on reading achievement. Again, well on our way to exceeding our goals. Goal 3 has a focus of monitoring the diversity of our new hires in District 300. At the end of the 23-24 school year, our efforts recorded a 2% increase in hiring a more diverse staff, which puts us slightly above our current goal. In Goal 4, as a result of increased and targeted communication focused in the back-to-school campaign, we saw a significant increase of our average attendance on the first 10 days of school. We have many things to celebrate as we look forward to providing 3 more public updates during future board meetings regarding the strategic plan work of the staff members in District 300. What questions might the board have at this time?
Questions, comments? Thank you so much. It looks like we're at a good start.
I just want to make sure I highlight that we have quite a few people of the administrative team in the room, as well as a lot of these efforts. We've worked in partnership with our unions, and we have Mr. Williamson here as well. And we are off to a great start with reaching these goals within the strategic plan. So shout out to all those people.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, everybody. And yes, it looks like we're going to have a really good start this year. So it's exciting. Thank you so much. Okay. Board discussion. Is there any updates with the board committees?
Yes, the next Board Operations Committee meeting will be Tuesday, October 8th at 4:30. Those meetings are also available on recorded as well for people's viewing.
Anybody have anything for board discussion? I just want to take this second to congratulate again Jen and her team, and thank you so much for all the hard work you do and with operations and everything across the board in the district. You make us look good. We appreciate that. So, item 11, items for discussion. I will read each item individually to allow for any discussion. As a note to those in attendance both virtually and in person, some of these items have been vetted through the Board Operations Committee, which is why there may not be a need for discussion. 11.1, board meeting minutes. Any discussion? 11.2, proposed redacted closed session minutes, July 2022 through March 2023. Any discussion? 11.3, permission to destroy closed session recordings. Any discussion? 11.4, disposal report. 11.5, donations report. 11.6, Boys and Girls Club Dundee Township Facility Rental Agreement Renewal. 11.7, Salt and Ice Melter Bid. 11.8, Music Instrument Bid Contract Extension. 11.9, Technology Services Contract Renewal. 11.10, Compensation Compliance Reports. And 11.11, Freedom of Information Act Report. Item 12, consent items. Do I have a motion to approve the consent items? So moved. Do I have a second?
Second.
Madam Secretary, please take the roll.
Thomas?
Aye.
Lamarca?
Aye.
Burkett? Aye. Zettler?
Aye.
McKindy?
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0.
Okay, we do not have a second closed session. Do you have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Madam Secretary, please take the roll.
McKindy?
Aye.
Thomas?
Aye.
Zettler?
Aye.
Burkett? Aye. Lamarca? Aye. Motion passes 5-0.
We are adjourned.
I swear to God.